Patrese. Then the two...
Senna is just starting to stretch his lead a little bit, but that, I would imagine, is Mansell just taking that little breathing space, because it's much too wearing on both man and machine to drive right under somebody else's rear wing for any length of time, and you really only move that close when making a challenge. So I don't think Mansell is really slipping back. I think he's just moving back to get comfortable, because right now there is no point in him making a challenge. Mansell would appear to be doing exactly the right thing. There's a mistake, and that looked like Patrese coming past Berger.
Yes, and there they are. So, first Senna, second Mansell. Riccardo Patrese, the Italian veteran, has moved in the second Williams Renault up into third position.
And Mansell starting to press Ayrton Senna.
Yes, indeed, and that's the leader, and Mansell has now got psychological and practical support from Riccardo Patrese, and I don't know whether Ayrton Senna will know, and if he does know, he can't do anything about it. We're on lap 11 so far, and you can see that Nigel Mansell is really breathing down the rear wing of Ayrton Senna's McLaren now, and he's getting into a position where he could attack. And now, is this going to be Mansell's chance? And he's waving Patrese. Is he waving Patrese through? Yes, he is. He is. It saw Nigel Mansell's hand come out of the cockpit, and does this mean that Mansell has a problem? I can't see him willingly let Patrese through unless he has.
No, I don't think that necessarily means that he's got a problem. I think probably that he felt that Patrese is quicker than him. Patrese, after all, came up on him very quickly once he got past Berger. He's pressed him all the way, and I think what Mansell wants is to see if Patrese can succeed where he has failed in getting past Ayrton Senna. After all, Nigel has tried for many laps. He's been well placed. He has not been able to do it. It may be that Patrese has a little bit of a different setup in his car, or maybe his engine's working a bit better. And because, above all, Williams need Senna not to win this race. If Patrese can get in front of Senna, then he can help Mansell, and this may be very good team tactics indeed. Yes, you see, the other thing is the biggest difference in points is between first and second place, and if they can take first away from Senna, then at least Mansell would only slip back a couple of points if he was third to Senna's second, rather than fourth. So there is a big difference. But from Senna's point of view, I don't think if push comes to shove, he'll fight Patrese very hard, or certainly won't take any risks over it, because so long as his job is to finish in front of him. It's a very good move by Mansell, because it's enabled him to sit back, have a little bit of a rest, and he looks extremely comfortable where he is. And as I say, he can always ask Patrese to move out of the way towards the end of the race if they're still both behind Senna, and pick up the extra couple of points again. And if he won't do it, he can ask Frank Williams to order Patrese out of the way, and that depends on what the structure is within the team, and we can't know that.
This is still Alain Prost. Once again, Riccardo Patrese diving to the left, diving to the right, but still he can't find an opportunity to get past from the Rettifilio. They approach that at some 185 miles an hour, exited at about 160. And across the line again to complete lap 24. Senna, Patrese, Mansell, now the quickest man on the circuit. 1:27.015, just over 149 miles an hour. And that is 0.8 of a second off Ayrton Senna's 1990 McLaren Honda V10 record.
Yes, so I think that's the fact that Mansell just put up the fastest lap of the race and seemed to be able to move back onto this pair's tail very easily. Underlines the fact that there is nothing wrong with his car. He's absolutely fine, and he is using the luxury of his situation and having a fully competitive teammate with him to do the attacking of Senna, and that's very intelligent tactics by Mansell.
Earlier on, the temperature here is about 26 and it was 30, and Patrese going for it now.
Yes, that's the closest he's been out of the Lesmo. Patrese, he's right in the toe. This is a chance, and he's inside. Patrese takes the lead. Now, let's see if the McLaren Honda has looked stronger in a straight line. Senna lost a lot of ground through the chicane. He certainly won't be close enough to have a go back at Patrese there. And of course now Mansell's got the problem that at the moment Senna is in the toe that Patrese is offering, which will make Senna in fact more difficult for Mansell to pass. So there's a problem they might not have thought of at the moment. But if Patrese can pull away, that toe will go away, and at that stage Mansell cannot.
Patrese is pulling away now, and if Nigel Mansell can get past Ayrton Senna, he will be able to do the same thing. I have little doubt that his Renault V10 engine will have just the same horsepower as Patrese's, and then Ayrton Senna would have a major problem, because Mansell could get past Patrese on orders or on merit, and that would mean that the gap... Oh, that's Patrese spinning! But Patrese has spun out down to third position. Gerhard Berger is catching him, and Patrese's got to get the momentum on again, and now the attack is down to Nigel Mansell as they come down.
The advantage that Patrese had there was that he may have been running a little bit less wing than Mansell, therefore thereby making his car a little bit quicker in a straight line, because while Mansell has lined up many times, has Hakkinen there in the foreground, there Mansell switching brilliantly, selling the dummy, and he went to sell the dummy to Senna, and that's a tactic that Mansell has made almost his own, but this time it didn't work. This is a problem for Senna through the Lesmos, because if he gets delayed, he's backed off so that he can get a good run through the second one, and that's good driving by Senna. He did not get too close, but he'll want the toe from Griard's car, which he's getting, and I think in the confusion Senna is going
to study the comparative performance of the Brabham Yamaha and the McLaren Honda now as Senna dives out of his slipstream. Nigel Mansell does exactly the same thing into the Parabolica for the 32nd time.
And it's interesting to see Senna duck back in front of the Brabham then, and that was to stop Mansell following Senna and getting the benefit of the toe, and that was good professional driving, although it looked a bit messy as Senna was weaving around on the straight. He was in fact doing something tactically important as Mansell is in position to challenge. He's going down the inside, and Senna locked his left front there just as he turned in, but he had it under control. But that was, we've got the two top men in the business at the moment absolutely on the limit, battling wheel to wheel.
Mansell really, as he did before, pushing tremendously hard as they come out of the Rettifilio, and this is his opportunity as they come up to the Rogia, the second chicane.
And they really are on the limit. There's car smoke then as we joined them in the chicane, and clearly there have been locking brakes in that battle for the entry into the Rettifilio, and Senna coming under the ultimate pressure now from Nigel Mansell. It really is maximum pressure.
And Gerhard Berger is lapping just as fast now as Mansell has another look. Senna resisting the pressure as he has done and goes past the Tyrrell Honda. Up to the Ascari, bends, and Nigel Mansell, is he going through and taking the lead on this occasion? Yes, he is! Mansell leads in Italy, as Patrese did, and I would not expect Nigel Mansell, who now is in a position to get 10 points and Senna to have 6, to do what Riccardo Patrese did, and that is spin off. As Senna locked up, is he going off? No, that's a replay.
That was the smoke that we saw at the Rettifilio on the previous shot. And here we see again another replay, and this is Mansell ducking out of the toe, and clearly Senna is struggling now for grip. He's fought as well as he can, but I would expect Mansell now to be able to go away pretty comfortably.